And that is Kobby is here. You know what it means. We're talking tech, and I'm not going to fall for your TikTok.
Yeah.
But what's happening? What's Meta up to?
So, first of all, you've heard about all this AI stuff that's going around where people can create art and just by typing in a couple of words. So I can say Ernest as Santa Claus in a galamsey pit, and the AI would
So it's
generate
going to produce that.
an image that would take those words and create something out of it, and it would look very realistic, depending on the style that you want to use. So there are a lot of AIs that create art from just text prompts.
Okay.
Now, Meta, the owner or the mother company of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus, have gone a step further to create a platform, an AI platform similar to what I just described, that can create video from text prompts.
So we'll sit on their apps.
So they're calling it make a video. So 20-second clip that's compiled by several text prompts that Meta researchers used, and it creates short videos. So if I want to say create a lion drinking calipo or some drink, I can just type it and it would create it, just like that. But there's a problem, deepfakes. So I can say Ernest Menu saying that something, I can make you say anything I want to, and it can create that video. And the problem is that fake videos are out there making people say what they didn't say. We've seen Kendrick Lamar create a whole music video using AI, letting him, speak.
But they're going to complicate matters.
Yeah, but that's the same thing that happened when Photoshop was launched, right?
Yeah.
When Photoshop was launched, people could recreate scenes, recreate things to make people believe was real, but it wasn't real. But then it relied on experts to be like, oh, this is Photoshopped. So that's when the term something being Photoshopped stemmed up. So yeah, very soon we'll have video shopped.
Wow.
Yes.
And it will be interesting time also in court when people go to court and say, well,
For
this is not
defamation and
me,
stuff, yeah.
Defamation, all of that. So maybe I need to get some expertise in this area.
Absolutely.
I'll be making some money.
Yeah, deep fake legal expert.
But it's good. I mean, technology definitely has its downsides, and we just have to, manage
Yeah,
it.
everything has its downside. I'm sure the person who invented a knife didn't intend it for it to be a murder weapon.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. So, all our telecommunication services and stuff are all hinged. I mean, even this broadcast is hinged on satellites.
Yeah.
Exactly. And some of these satellites that are in orbit are out of service, as in they're no longer being used.
Okay.
But they're still there because we haven't brought them down, or they've been decommissioned, but they're still orbiting the Earth, not doing anything. Okay. And so there's now a new rule that says that out of service satellites must be removed within 5 years. Prior to this,
space, I guess, for the future.
Yes, and it's just creating junk. Imagine if we still keep launching, because there's new technology all the time now. New technology from 25 years ago is still up there. It hasn't been brought down. So imagine the number, and it's a lot of satellites out there.
Does it take so much to get it down?
Yeah.
I guess so.
It does.
It now makes sense why, people just forget about it.
It will take a lot. Yeah. So with Elon Musk's whole rockets that can go and come, there's a lot of space junk because some of these old satellites, they release some of their parts, and those parts don't come back down. They stay in orbit, what we call space junk. So this could help us clean up a lot of the space junk, a lot of old satellites, a lot of floating around space rockets parts that are just, worrying the atmosphere that doesn't belong to anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, because eventually it will become a mess. And imagine if we now decide, as Elon Musk is working on, that we're going to go to space. And now we have to be dodging Bola in space.
So everything needs cleanup, even space.
Even space. I like that.
We should do some ad there.
Yeah.
That will be the tagline. All right. Thank you very much, Spiky, for bringing us the latest in Tech Talk. Director saying we could go on, but I think that'll be it, right?
Well, I have one last one if you permit me. Okay. So Netflix. We watch movies
Fridays,
on Netflix. Yes. A lot of people are going to do Netflix and chill this evening, but Netflix is bringing some good news to gamers. It's planning to launch its own game studio. Now, this is important. I can understand why Netflix is going this route, because the game industry is more profitable than the music and movie industry put together. As much as our parents will tell us that if you play games and you don't learn, you fail your exam, and parents are always beating us to play games. Well, I have news for you parents out there. Gaming industry is more valuable than music and movies put together. So if your child is playing games...
Valuable economically.
Yeah, it's very valuable.
Yeah, but the reasons our parents cite is not the economic.
Not this thing, If I was playing games right now,
we can have the
I would be
debate.
making money.
Sure.
You know, esports athletes are actually paid as much as actual athletes.
Wow.
Yeah, people who just sit down and play FIFA are earning a lot of money. We have esports teams even in Ghana.
Yeah,
and they're winning competitions. Some of them, there's a competition that's going to happen in Bali, and the prize money for one of the players, young players, $50,000. Imagine, a senior high school graduate is going to get $50,000 just by playing video games. And it doesn't take much, just a PlayStation and a TV.
So
and
Netflix is going there,
yes,
to make some more money.
To make some more money, because that's where the money is.
Because I mean, its subscription is going down.
Exactly.
Post-COVID.
Yes. So now it has to look at pivoting, and now it's pivoting into gaming. It's already purchased some small game studios, so it's going to be developing games. And as much as maybe in these parts of the world, I mean, in Africa, we don't even account for 2% of that amount of money being shared, that big pot of money. But if Netflix goes its route, they can be looking at some revenue to buttress their already existing business. And I think that's a very good move for them.
Kobby, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
Of course, I'm sure there's some new movies out there. Becky will bring us up to speed later this evening on what you can look out for this weekend if you plan to chill and stay at home. Of course. So up next will be sports with Lawrence. Stay tuned.